Yeah, in 12 years of hosting a regional, I really believe that this was probably our toughest first-round opponent. Thought St. John's was a formidable test for us, which I think is only going to help us. In the past, that was a bit worrisome for me that the guys didn't get pushed in the first round, and they definitely got pushed today across the board, and I was pleased with that. So looking forward to playing an outstanding Minnesota team tomorrow, who's already beat number 3 Illinois during the year. So they're capable, and we need to be ready.
Mitchell was saying the other day that he likes these first and second round matches because it tells him a lot about his teammates and what their mood or motivation or whatever. What did you see out of your team?
Yeah, the guys are really professional. They've really worked hard on, being disciplined throughout the year, and they just went about their business and did a great job, stayed focused and disciplined throughout, and I couldn't have been more pleased. Tomorrow is gonna be a step up for us, and we have a lot of respect for Minnesota. They're an outstanding team.
What specific aspects of today's win were you pleased with? I know Justin, it didn't look like was playing Ryan wasn't playing his best today. Mitchell kind of had to grind his way a little bit, but it looked like the guys at 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Were there some of the...
Well, we knew they were a little bit top-heavy as a team, in terms of where their strength is. They played a few matches this year where they were winning at 1, 2, and 3 and beating some pretty good teams, including like George Washington and Virginia Commonwealth, who have been competitive in the past. So that didn't surprise me, and most teams when they get into this tournament are going to have some players at the top that can really play, and that was certainly the case today. And then our bottom played well. For Ty to win 0-0, he's done that a couple times this year, and let's just hope that he can continue that kind of focus, because when he does, he's a tough out, at the bottom half of the lineup. And the same goes for, Alex is healthy, which is a huge relief for us. He's capable of beating anyone in the country, regardless of what position he's playing. So if we can have him healthy, which he is, that's a huge advantage for us. And then JC just continues to roll. We're pretty strong at the bottom. Our depth has really carried us throughout the season, and then Ryan struggled a little bit today, but he'll be fine. He's playing the best tennis he's ever played, and he's exciting to watch. That doubles that him and Luca played is it's really special what they're doing out there.
I was going to ask you about the doubles. Is that kind of coming?
Yeah. Well, we're in a lot better place than we were a year ago, because we really found some teams early and stuck with them. We've held Mitchell out because he had the back spasms at ACCs, and so he hasn't really been able to get the doubles repetitions in. We feel like it's better just for him to focus on singles at this point of the tournament. Doesn't mean that we can't use him at any point as we hopefully move through the tournament. But right now, we're going to have him focus on his singles, and we always have the option to play him in doubles.
I know you still got work to do, but what makes this team different than some of the others you've coached here?
This team really matured and bought into the culture that we really have always tried to create. They've really adapted to it, and they become a true team. They are an incredibly unselfish group of guys. It's all about, playing for something bigger than yourself, and that's really resonated with them this year. And they spend a lot of time communicating amongst one another, and they're a team that they really like each other. So in an individual sport, sometimes it can be pretty competitive, and that isn't always the case. But this team is really close, and I think it's going to help us down the stretch here. We're going to be hopefully spending a lot of time together.
Once you've tasted a championship like you did a couple of years ago, is there a craving for more?
Yeah, I certainly think.
Reach your thirst?
Last year I thought, if the team had maybe taken a step back a little bit more, it would have helped them. And this team, I think, is in a good place mentally. Certainly all of our teams in the past, I think, were really strong physically, and certainly had the competitiveness in them. It's just how do we manage that? And this team's in a really good place. I'm thrilled with it. But yeah, they're hungry. Obviously, that's our goal every year, and that will never change. And all we can ever do is give ourselves the best possible chance. And certainly that's the one thing I'm most proud of. This program's done that now for about 12 years straight, where we've at least had a chance and been a top 8 seed. You know, and it's one of those things, as you know, in sports, it's hard to win the last point. But, you know, we're going to give ourselves the best chance.